All right. And now I'm going to make you the host. Let's see, just so you can share your screen with us. Being host. Oh, I feel like it worked and it's still recording. I'm feeling really good about this, guys.
Okay, cool. All right, it worked.
Enjoying
So,
technology today. All right, I'm going to turn it over to you, girl.
all right, cool. Hi, guys. My name's Lissy. If you don't know who I am, I'm an Emerald leader here, and I have been working with Darnell since I started here. So, this is really fun to just come back full circle and start doing this again. So, I am very scatterbrained and we're all busy, right? So when it comes to making content, I usually have a block. And then, you see other people's posts and you're like, oh, those are cute. Maybe I should use it. Maybe I should change it. And then you see everybody using the same stuff. So I was taught about Chat GPT by my team leader, Kathy, and she put together this really awesome resource. I'm going to put it in the chat and you guys should be able to open it. It's going to take you to a document and you'll be able to copy and paste these prompts and put them right into your Chat GPT. So if you can click it and open it, maybe put like a thumbs up in the comments to let me know that you're there, and then I can move on and I'll show you what it is. And if you've done this already, sorry, but you can always, I think, if you already did it, and maybe you're just not like feeling it, maybe you can try this one. And this is probably just going to add to the knowledge of what Chat GPT already knows about you. Okay. So cool, cool, cool. We got a whole bunch of thumbs up. So right now we can still see me, right? Yeah, we can. Okay. So we got a couple thumbs up. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to show you what I see now. So when you open that link up, can you see this yet? Oh, I got to share the screen first. I forgot about this. Sorry. I don't do this that often. Hold on. Let's see here. Share the screen. Screen. Broadcast. Okay. I've only done this a couple of times. Okay, cool. So now let's go. All right. So when you open that link I gave you, this is what it's going to look like. Okay. So, you're going to want to get into your chat GPT like it says at the top here. And this is going to help it get to know who you are, who you serve, and to give you better content and inspo relevant to your actual brand. So you're literally going to take these questions like this, highlight it, and take these 4 questions, copy it, and then go to your chat GPT and put it right in. Okay. And before you hit send, you're going to want to go and look at these. So you can see now, what do you need to know about me to sound more like me in your responses? What would be helpful information for you to know about the company I represent online and will be asking you to help with content for? My ideal audience is, and this is where you're going to go in and actually change this. Okay. So you'll delete probably like to here, okay? My ideal audience. So for me is, I wish I remembered my answer, but basically it's I'm looking for moms that are looking to get their pink back, who are working on their mental and physical health to be a better mom to their kids, a better wife to their spouse. Something like that. And then you can get really specific, like maybe if you're focusing on your food relationship or if you're focusing on healing some PTSD, like you can really cater to that. And then just, fill in that sentence. And then the rest says, please keep in mind when you're crafting content ideas, ask me at least 20 questions about my business. So get ready because it's going to ask you a lot of questions. So this does take time, but we're going to do this right now. So hopefully you can tailor this while I'm talking. And then this is just the last question. Can I provide you a few examples of how I would normally speak? How would I describe my tone or style so that I know how to ask you to write it in the future? And then it says copy and paste. So this right here, this is another section that you would actually delete and either copy and paste, or you can literally just delete that question. But it would probably be, if you wanted it to sound as much as like you as possible, go and find some post that you really thought was really good and paste that right there. And then you're going to hit the little send button here, the little arrow. Okay. So you guys can do that. I'm just going to look and see if there's any questions in the chat for now. Oh, thanks, Kristen. Okay, so I'll give you a couple minutes to do that, and then maybe give me another thumbs up when you guys are done doing that. Or if you're comfortable moving on, just put, that's probably the best. If you're comfortable moving on, just put that in the comments. I wish I had my answers from when I did this because I can't even show you what it's going to show me without like resetting my thing. Let me see. I'm going to look at my history and see if I can find it.
One thing I did, which was really helpful, is I named my ideal customer.
Did you?
Yeah, I came up with a name and I looked for like popular names. Like my ideal customer is like 40. So I looked for an ideal name of somebody who's 40. So now whenever I do a post with my chat, I'm like, would this appeal to Samantha?
Oh my
And they're
God.
like, oh, hold on, let me make some adjustments.
Oh my
It works
goodness.
really well.
That's amazing.
And then when you're thinking about making a post, you can like have a person in your mind versus
Mhm.
just like random just a generic thing. It helps to have a name.
That's amazing. I love that.
I got it from somewhere. I didn't come up with it, but
That's
it's still
amazing.
really helpful.
All right, I'm actually going to scroll through and see if I can find my questions because you can actually look in your history here. Okay, so I'm actually going to share with you guys now. I'm going to share. Yep. Okay, I have my responses. So I'm actually going to share it with you so you guys can kind of see. Um, Let me go back and share the screen. And then after this, I think for like, because how long do we have, Darnell?
Pay for my Zoom. I'm not Darylyn Ellis. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to call anybody out.
Oh, do you have the full?
But I pay for Zoom. Okay, like that's a write off. Thank you so much.
She's so funny.
It makes me
Okay.
so mad, but it's also like it helps you to not go over. So we have extra time. We're
Okay.
not gonna get that 40-minute timer though.
All right, we'll see. So as you guys are doing this, I'm just going to show you mine. So like, here's the questions that were put in there, and it said, "Here's what I know about your brand audience so far. You specialize in selling hemp, nootropic, adaptogen, and trendy ingredient products. While you haven't specifically described the item, I guess your audience is like health conscious, blah 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 blah. So it's kind of getting to know me now. So here's my next one." Where I said I was reaching someone. I'm trying to reach out burnt out moms struggling with overstimulation and rage who feel bad for themselves or have no spark left. I'm essentially looking to show ways how to get your pink back. And it's like, got it. So as you put these questions in, it's going to start memorizing who you are. So the next question was, can you tell me common pain points and pleasure points of people in my audience? These actually might be different questions from what you guys have. I'm going to find them, but literally, okay. There was one where it asked about my core four products, and I gave them my core four products, and I gave the ingredients and everything. So here's your core four products: Vibe High. It gives you the pain points address, the pleasure points, the brand tie-in, Wise, Oh Take My Pick, and Mind Over Matter. So those are my four products. All right. I feel like I'm not using the same question, so I don't want to confuse you guys because I think that's what I'm doing. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I actually never did these questions myself, so I could have done them with you. But basically, what I'm trying to do is help you guys get. I'm glad you think it's cool. Get Chat GPT to know you better. So after you put these four, I think it's four questions, right? How many questions did I give you guys? I gotta look. I can't see. Okay, so after you put those four questions in, you're gonna see the 30 days of content themes. And this is what I was just reading about, so I went a little bit ahead. So I went ahead, I didn't do this first section that I had you guys do, so you're probably going to be well off, more better off or better off than me because I never did the top 4 questions. But now you're going to get 30 days of content themes. And that's why this is exciting, because if you're like me and you're in a rush with your kids and, you know, running in and out of the house, you got dogs, you have a job or anything like that, that's really, it keeps it crazy. And it, you know, you always feel guilty for sitting on your phone and you don't have time to make content and then you want to copy other people's stuff. Now you can literally create 30 days of content themes, and it's going to literally create you a calendar. So I'm just going to show you these, and you're still looking at my face. So let me go back. Okay. I'm going to show you now. After you guys put the 4 questions in, you don't have to do anything else with them because now Chat GPT knows things. If you read his answers, his or her answers, I don't know if you call it a girl or a boy, but if you read Chat GPT's answers and you don't 100% like them, you can literally be like, okay, Q1, I need you to update this, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then it'll be like, okay, here's the new whatever. Okay. So now I'm going to show you, once you get your 4 questions in, we're going to move on and we're going to look at those 30 days of content questions. So this is where it gets a little elaborate. So you might have to do this by yourself after the fact, but I'm going to run through it. So here we are. If you don't know where this is, I just posted this in the comments of the chat, okay, for Zoom. So the top part was what we just did. We trained our AI, and now we're going to do the 30 days of content theme. So this is what I was reading to you. I didn't realize. So these are the questions. What do you currently know about my brand and audience? And then question 2, this is the part here where you're going to actually fill this in yourself. Okay. So it says, update this with any additional details of what you'd like it to know. Get as detailed as possible with the tone, the feelings you want people to feel when they come across your content, how you want to be perceived, what value you want to give people, what you're passionate about. Can you tell me common pain points and pleasure points of people in my audience? And then this question 4, this is my favorite one. Here are my core 4 or 5 products. I'll tell you their name, ingredients, and their general purpose. Please tell me how they tie into my brand and the pain pleasure points of my audience. So if you look at mine, this is what I was reading to you because I totally thought I was reading the right thing. So where did it go? Here's my core 4. So I literally put Vibe High and Chill, ashwagandha, magnesium, GABA, CBD, Wise, Lion's Mane Mushroom, NAC, Cognition. Oh, take my pick, berberine, ginger, blah, blah, blah. And the mind over matter, chaga, mushroom, reishi, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then once you give it that information, it's going to know everything. It's going to literally create your freaking post and you're going to be like, what did I just do? Because it's amazing. So
You can make it easier too. You can just take the product sheet and copy and
yeah.
paste it, and it can read it.
Oh shit, that's even better. Guys, I don't have the paid version. I know if you give it too much information, it's going to be like boop boop boop. You've done too much for the day. So just in case.
I have the paid version.
Ah, that's why you're a pro. Okay, that's really cool though. So if you are someone that, you know, either pays for it or, you know, has some time, you can definitely upload pictures with the product information. So that's great. Okay, so then Q5, based off of everything we've talked about today, what would you say would be the 4 most effective content pillars? So it's literally going to create your content pillars for you. And then this is the best part. So please write me a 4-week content calendar that sets me apart as a trusted authority that people relate to in table format. Keep in mind my audience, niche, content pillars, and products. Use curiosity and influencer marketing that doesn't feel pushy. On Mondays, I like to motivate and tap into the money mindset. So this part I put, this should relate to all of you guys because I basically tailored it to the flow. But if you want to edit anything, please feel free. On Tuesdays, I educate on the product in a relatable way or share testimonials to show proof from what we have. Each Tuesday of the month, focusing on a different core 4 products. So it's gonna recycle through the 4 products. So one week it's gonna be one of them, the next week it's gonna be the next. On Wednesday, I share something relatable that taps into the pain points of my ideal audience. On Thursdays, I call out to the people who want to make money online. On Fridays, I show freedom, fun, or funds possible because of my lifestyle. And then Saturday, I don't need help with. because we do, attraction. And then Sunday I go live. So you're going to get basically all of the days of the week except for Saturday and Sunday. Unless you want to add something, feel free. Okay. These I did not do, but these are just extra credit if you guys feel like doing it. Okay. So you're basically updating 6 questions. So it's really not that bad. And you should be able to literally just copy and paste that and just edit a couple things depending. Did you even hear me when I was just talking? Because I just realized I hit audio or something. See Kim.
I can totally hear you.
Okay, good. There we are. All right.
I can totally hear you. Sorry, I had to find
No,
my.
you're good. Yes, this takes off so much pressure from my brain. Okay, I'm going to need your two's help, Kristen. Kristen, what's going on? So that's really it. Once you get that, let me show you. Dang, I should have stayed in screen share. So I'm going to show you what it comes to look like. So I'm going to look really quick before I share my screen again, just to make sure. But it's once you fill in whatever little blanks you want to fill in with that and you copy and paste that into Chat GPT, he or she, depending on what you make it, will create this. So yeah, I can show you this. So I said, he comes back and he says, here's a 4-week content calendar created to your brand. And then I've probably been using this. I think this is my 2nd month now. And basically all I do is, I'll say, can you extend this for another 30 days? And then you can say, like, try not to be repetitive. And then it'll be a little bit more variety. Let me share that screen again and I'll show you what it looks like. It's really cool. So I copied and like pasted it. And then basically every single day I go in and I'm like, hey, can you elaborate on Monday's week 1 post? And it literally gives you a post. It literally gives you a reel. It's freaking amazing. So here's what it looks like. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So it gives you literally week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And you can see week 1 is a motivational or a money mindset. It kind of goes back and forth between the two. And then you're looking at Tuesday, vibe high, wise, oh, take my pick, and mind over matter. So it literally goes over all 4 of my products that I'm obsessed with. Wednesday, it's going to go deep into the ingredients and then flip between a wellness tip and an ingredient education. So, because we like to do Wellness Wednesdays, we like to do a green deep dive on an ingredient. So it really does an awesome job kind of flipping that between the two. And then Thursday, it's going to talk about like making money. And then Friday, you can see it's like freedom, financial freedom. And then, so that's really it. And it's freaking awesome. And then here's my example. Can you elaborate on today's Monday motivational post? And it's literally like caption. Here it is. Here's your entire caption. If you don't like it, you can be like, hey, can you make this sound spicy? Or can you appeal to a red personality or anything like that? And it'll literally change it. It's just, I'm obsessed. And then it'll give you a visual idea if you needed an idea to put a picture with the words. And then a CTA, it literally gives you a CTA. See, look, I said, give me a caption for my TikTok of me decorating Christmas cookies, talking about holiday stress. Give me a message of encouragement to mamas during this stressful time. And bam, it literally just does it. And then, I've been using it for a while. So it just kind of changes over time and gives you like, see, here's short reel or TikTok showing the chaos of overstimulation. So it literally gives you ideas of what you should be creating in your TikTok and everything. So it's really cool. And I hope that was super helpful because as soon as I got my hands on that, I was like, what? What just happened?
It's so funny because, like I said, I've gone through it and I went through and I answered 30 questions, but I don't feel like I answered any of these questions in the other 30 question thing that I put in. So it's just like I've gone through like the first section while you were talking, and I'm like, yeah, I don't ever remember typing any of this stuff in. So this was super helpful. Like I think the more that you type in, the more the information that you give it, the more it's gonna know you and sound like you, and you won't have to tweak as much over time. And like we have no idea what's coming in a couple of weeks at convention, but we know that we're gonna change the industry. We know that we're gonna shake some shit up. So like we're gonna need to be on top of our game. This is the
Yeah.
strategy that we have. Like, and you don't have to come up with it yourself. You don't have to recreate the wheel. We just
Yeah.
how simple it was. Even though we've given this in written posts on Facebook and we've done this like on and we've shown everybody sometimes like everybody learns differently, right? I am like
Yeah.
I gotta watch somebody do it and then I'm like, oh, now I see. But if you just like tell me something over the phone, like and say like, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to add this much of this much of this. I lost you at this is what you need to do. Just so like
Exactly.
I already don't know what you're talking about at all, you know? So I feel like again, it's so funny because I feel like we focus on like sales and our customers and it takes 7 to 20 times of somebody seeing something to want to buy it. Hey y'all,
Yeah.
it takes 7 to 20 times of us telling you to do things before people actually do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I'm guilty
Yeah.
of it. This is not like you did this or you did this. It's all of us here, right? But like okay, you're like now the fourth or fifth time like person that's been like, you really need to train your chat GPT. So now I'm all
Yeah.
okay, I really need to train my chat GPT. I really need to get on my I really need to get my stuff like set up.
Yes.
And I think it's just part of good leadership is being repetitive. How repetitive are they on the 11-17 calls?
Yeah.
Keep them
Exactly.
over and over and over again because we never know who's new here and who has no idea what's going on and learn, right? And B, it's just like people forget. I forget all the time. Literally, she said you have to order stuff for a convention by this date. You have to order by this date. Who's texting Kristen Layton being like, guess who didn't order her Magic Kingdom shirt? Oh, hey, that's me. Can you still get me one? She's like, I knew you were gonna do this. And I'm like, but you love me anyway. So I swear. So, you know, I think that's why we do it. And that's just part of like really good leadership and us growing and making amazing leaders here. I think you did a great job tonight, Lissy. I learned so much, like I said. So
Thank
I'm
you.
super excited that we've all teamed up and we're doing this together. Next week is supposed to be Lori's turn. Lori is so great at in-person events, you guys. So I'm sure she will talk a lot about that. Like if you're somebody that's like, I'm really great in person, the social media stuff is for the birds. You want to be on when Lori is training.
She's great.
Phenomenal in person, absolutely phenomenal. And she's been with Travis and Kristen a really long, like
Yeah.
since so she's known them a very, very long time. And I just love learning from new people and seeing new faces and getting to know other Ariel like people.
Exactly.
This is the coolest part about these calls. So we will see you next Tuesday. Thank you, Lissy. I appreciate you. This was great. And
No problem.
For you guys in a few minutes. Everybody have a great
And if you guys have any questions after the fact, we can talk about it. We'll get it situated, okay? And we'll drop that link just in case you need that link.